Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of EPIK's video AMA series. Hi, I'm Gary Ma. I am COO of EPIK, and joining me here today is...
Hey, I'm Darren Smith. I'm the VP of Product here at EPIK. Yeah, I've been with EPIK since almost the beginning of time for the company back in 2018. A little background on me: I'm a video game industry veteran. I spent about 20 years at Nintendo working on various things, game platforms, games, and lots of great stuff. And excited to have joined EPIK many years ago, fulfilling the dream of bringing digital content to games.
Right. Well, actually, since you're on a roll, Darren, I mean, you have a lot more than a little bit of an experience. Why don't you share a little bit about how deep that goes? I mean, you're pretty much a veteran in this space. I think we'll be talking about some gaming related stuff today as well. So I'm sure the audience find it interesting.
Yeah, I did a lot of stuff at Nintendo, including development of hardware. Worked on the development of the Nintendo 64 game console, the Wii, the 3DS, all sorts of platforms, as well as software. I developed a game with Mr. Miyamoto for the Nintendo 64. If you ever pull up Pilot Wings, it's one of my favorite games. Of course, I worked on it, so I'm a little biased. And I did some work for Pokemon too. So did some cool stuff with them at the beginning of when you were able to not stream videos, but actually play videos on handheld devices. So did a lot of stuff with that. Really cool stuff. But happy to see the evolution of video games has taken us to this point where, so many games are live and online and rely on interaction with everybody else and sharing digital content, and comes back to the stuff that we're working on.
Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely dive into that in this conversation as well, kind of giving some updates about metaverses and things like that. And we're definitely seeing kind of like a full circle, or at least a convergence here between the gaming sector and the metaverse as we see it today. But a little bit myself as well. As I said, I'm Gary, CEO of EPIK. I'm responsible for EPIK's daily workflows and operations, of course. I have over 18 plus years of experience in technology sales and other operational roles across multiple industries. Prior to EPIK, though, I've worked with some of the biggest brands and celebrity artists, actually, producing large-scale music-style concerts around the world. And now at EPIK, we work with some of the biggest brands in IP to create premium digital merchandise and collectibles. So it's a nice, definitely a good fit. I've been into crypto since 2013. So kind of definitely seen it go through its ups and downs and growth. So it's a space I'm definitely passionate about. So I'm excited with the opportunity to be with EPIK and the stuff we're doing. So that, let's kick this off, Darren. Why don't you share kind of the outline that we're going to kind of cover today, and then jump right in?
Yeah. Okay, so today, let's give some background for the people who haven't seen us before, haven't joined us before, background on the company and what we do. We'll go into a little deeper dive on the projects we've been working on. We'll take some Q&A from the audience. Prior to this, we asked some people to submit questions to us, and we'll start answering some of those questions. We'll also incorporate a lot of those questions into just our updates on various projects. And then lastly, we'll have a prize giveaway. So earn some Prime NFTs and some EPIK tokens for all of you who are here. So, and after that, we'll wrap it up. So, Gary, can you just tell our people who haven't joined us before a little bit more about EPIK?
Sure. I'll make a shorter one. I think some of the guests have, seen some of our introductions before, but, on a high level, EPIK is a giant Web3 ecosystem. We kind of have a couple of different key pillars that are all around Web3, everything from technology related to NFTs, distribution. We work with gaming companies, metaverses. We're probably one of the largest enterprise blockchain ecosystems in the world, really focused on gaming. We work with over 400 plus gaming company clients. The entire spectrum, actually, from crypto games and crypto platforms, marketplaces, all the way to mainstream traditional games, of course, including over half of the top 25, traditional games. Tencent, Garena, NetEase, Yuzu, Bandai, things like that, just to name a few off the top of my head. We've been around since early 2018. But when we say Web3 ecosystem, it's because we actually are that. We're an entire content ecosystem related to IP. We're a digital licensing agent. We've been that since 2018, and we work with hundreds and now thousands of brand properties we regularly interact with. And we got to start actually putting brands into games, which is why you see a lot of that in our history here, and also the things we put behind us to kind of showcase some of the great work that we do. But yeah, from putting brands into games and just kind of helping games grow their content strategy, meanwhile being a technology company all at the same time, it really put us in a really interesting position today, a couple of years later, to be a leader in the space for like Web3, B2B, like NFTs, creating entire ecosystems, because we can create original IP content with IPs that we work with, put them in unique experiences, create utility for those NFTs. We distribute, these digital products all through our network of games and platforms. In the last year and a half, we've started getting a lot more into the immersive metaverse building space. And, that's obviously a pretty hot and future space, as we all know. And so I think that's a good quick summary.
Hey, Gary, don't forget to mention about Fall Guys. We have a giveaway happening right now.
Oh, yeah. Actually, for those who didn't see our tweet, I actually prepared that. I'll do a quick screen share here and show people in case they haven't seen it here. Where is that thing? Yeah, here we go. Let me know if you can all see this, but we just posted this on Twitter yesterday, which is pretty exciting. And we're doing a little bit of a giveaway for one of our collaborations. Speaking of gaming collaborations and IP and stuff that we do, Ultraman is back inside Fall Guys. And to give you, so you can follow us and tag us on Twitter, and we'll be selecting 10 lucky winners to get some show bucks where they can get seasons passes on Fall Guys and things like that. And if in case you're having a pretty down day, there's nothing cuter than a bunch of Fall Guys running around bumping into each other. I'll tell you that. These guys are adorable.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so that's there you go. But injecting a little bit of happiness there into everyone's day. Really, really, really cool collaboration. Mediatonic, great game company. So yeah, working with Ultraman, a brilliant Japanese IP. So yeah, good luck to everyone. Hope you participate.
We're doing a lot more giveaways, and people are going to be earning more rewards. So I think a probably good segue into talking about Prime rewards and the Prime NFTs too. Okay,
sure. Yeah, why don't I jump there a little bit on that? What EPIK Prime is a EPIK, EPIK, is actually a utility token that we have, which is the powers our EPIK Prime Rewards program, actually. So EPIK Prime Rewards program, as you imagine, so people that by accumulating EPIK tokens and staking them, you effectively earn privileges and levels of membership. When you achieve different levels of membership, it unlocks a world of member benefits, such as access to exclusive jobs, opportunities to earn more rewards, even EPIK, or things from our partners, or events that are happening from our collaborations, and you name it. So that's EPIK token. It's available on all quite a few of the major exchanges, on Huobi Global, KuCoin, Gate, and some of the DEXs. So you guys can take a look at that. If you go to our website, epicprime.com, you can learn out about it under token. I see Darren just kind of started sharing the screen here. That showcases the primes that have been launched on epicprime.com as well. So primes is an entire NFT based, it's the sister component of our utility token. And what it does is, it's the best way to think about it is it's like a badge system on NFTs. So you get all the benefits of being, completely immutable and all that stuff that blockchain has to offer. And what it allows us to do is really start creating unique and robust incentive structure and incentive system across the entire scope of everything we do. So for example, you see some here, they're going to be related, some of these primes are related to Lockr and activities that people are going to be doing within Lockr. You can earn primes. We recently launched Hoops. We'll talk a little bit more about that today. That also had a bunch of primes. And even these AMAs today, participating in some of the activities that we do allows our users and community members to earn primes. And what's really, really cool about Prime NFTs is that the majority of them come with intrinsic rewards like built right into them. So as some of you have already been successful in some of the first primes, you pick up the primes and it comes with, say, open EPIK token rewards, or, in the future, we'll be able to identify certain community members by the prime badges that they own and, offer up even more, goodies and great stuff over time.
Hey, I wanted to add in here, if you wanted to learn a little bit, go into a deeper dive on Prime NFTs, we have our article here on Medium that you can follow through. Gary was talking about the incentives and rewards. So just as you're holding these primes in your wallet, you're going to be earning some rewards, and we give sort of the details of how that all works here. Coming soon in the future, we'll post the actual rewards that you're getting for holding them. So this will be the place to go to see those details. I just want to point out some of these within the individual primes area, you can see each one of these has attributes. So they're just different product properties that you can see. So this AMA one, for example, is the origin of community, it's the affinity of AMA. The activity that you took place was participation. This is level 1. So we'll be releasing these all with different attributes as we go along. This is the one for hoops. One of the ones for hoops that people earn for doing completing some fun little task in hoops. And I think maybe that would be a good transition to talk about hoops. Gary, can you share a little bit about that?
Yeah, definitely. I put together one of our trailer videos actually, so I'll share that with the audience here. Teeing that up though, I guess we should kind of explain like what hoops was or is and how it evolved. Like EPIK, one of our products in the metaverse space is something we call the EPIK verse. Our vision for that is pretty much creating a massive interconnected metaverse that connects and with digital platforms and other metaverses all around the world and in the space. Pretty much kind of like a metaverse of metaverse. I know it kind of sounds a little bit hokey there, but that's effectively what it is. But by doing so, a lot of really cool things can happen, right? We can start creating like really unique shared experiences across different audiences and across different fragmented spaces that exist separately from each other, and create more like unified experiences people can share across different communities. And of course, we all are in the NFT and decentralized kind of space, which means a lot of the items that you earn and possess and that have utility or function can then be carried across into other platforms and utilized in them. And what's different about that is that NFTs are NFTs. They exist decentralized, but it's what we offer is that because these are integrated metaverses with us, thereby making it an entire EPIKverse experience. A lot of those attributes and those benefits can carry over in the utility and using them within different platforms, etc. In the end, so that's what the EPIKverse is. And one of the products that we launched as part of that is a basketball themed metaverse called Hoops. This was in collaboration with one of our partners, Triller. Triller is a huge kind of like social company. They have their own social lab, the Triller app, which is amazing. It's very similar to like a TikTok type of experience. So they're really at the center of like culturescape and like the emerging like music artists, influencers, and that type of thing. So we thought it'd be amazing to really launch a premier basketball inspired metaverse where people can play, enjoy, and really kind of like bridge Web 2 to Web 3, like bring the conversations that happen in Web 2, especially on Twitter. There's a thing, it's kind of like NBA Twitter, which is where all the talk and the debates and all these like the fanfare happens. And we thought, what would it be like if we could like capture that and bring that into a metaverse experience? And that's what we endeavored to do. So, we launched the Hoops Metaverse, the second kind of pop-up from that. We did a small preview earlier on during the March Madness with Orbify, one of our metaverse partners. And then this Hoops experience that launched in tandem with the NBA Finals was launched on Spatial. And let me just pull it up and share my screen here. No better way than to show you all exactly what it was about.
Are you going to play the video or go?
I am, and I'm going to share my screen right now.
Okay, great.
Cool.
Yeah, I really love the design of the space. It looks really cool.
Okay, and hopefully everyone says it's sharing, so let's give it a go.
Be a hoops player in an epic adventure filled with unforgettable thrills. Dunk into an alternative universe for basketball lovers. In a special collaboration between Epic X Thriller presents Hoops Metaverse Space. Even in the virtual world, free throws can be a challenge. Can you do better? Get ready to scramble. Test your agility and speed in the Ultimate Collector's Challenge. Roll out the virtual red carpet, celebrating the finest hoops winners with Prime NFTs. Stay connected to the NBA Finals buzz, memes, and game highlights in the Hoops Metaverse. Dress to impress. Show off your virtual fashion game while cheering for your favorite team. The stadium is roaring. Join the Hoops community and experience the game like never before. Hoops 23 Awards, celebrating Twitter's best in the metaverse. Recognizing entertaining and fun moments in the basketball community. Join the Hoops Metaverse for a fusion of fashion, gaming, Twitter, and basketball, where you can chill, connect, and enjoy hilarious memes. Immersive experience. Hoops Metaverse, slam dunking laughter, and hoops one pixel at a time.
Yeah.
There you go. So it was pretty amazing, right? Like it accomplished a couple of different things that were, pretty much first of its kind. Right? Like I said, we really kind of tried to accomplish that, bringing the Web 2 to Web 3 type of thing, and bring those conversations that you see and leverage existing communication platforms like Twitter. You also saw there's a lot of mini games in there and quests where people can earn and hoops badges, which are Prime NFTs. In the future, as we continue to do more hoops related events with celebrity athletes and professionals, etc., people that have earned the select Prime NFTs related to that are going to qualify for unique experiences or rewards, etc. Another thing that was really captivating that people enjoyed a lot was the custom wearables, obviously. So those are going to be NFTs in the future that are going to carry with them across other platforms. You can, rep your hoop swag everywhere you go. And, it's funny. Someone's even leaving us a message like, these look great. How do I actually order them and actually wear them? So who knows, maybe we'll expand into some pretty cool fashion lines here just for hoops for a limited time. But anyways, it was really great stuff. And you also saw their Hoopsy Awards, the first ever metaverse award show that's happening within the space. That was really exciting, where we got to acknowledge and celebrate people that are really adding to the conversation in like NBA Twitter effectively, and bring them into the space and get them into the whole Web3 thing, right? So yeah, more to come from Hoops. It's an evolving and persistent metaverse project. So as the season comes up for the next season and all these things that are happening through the off season, there's going to be a lot of stuff happening. So we'll keep you all tuned for that.
Yeah, I was really impressed with the integration of Twitter into that experience. It was really cool. I think the video kind of just touched on it, but actually when you go in and see what was happening, it was really different way to consume Twitter in that way.
Exactly. And so you could be within this metaverse experience, but not be at a disadvantage, and still kind of capture the best of the best of what's happening, the feeds that are being highlighted there. And of course, being integrated together, you can kind of have like an inception moment where, you know, you could be selfieing with your avatar, talking about something that you're posting on Twitter, and seeing it live inside, you know, the space would be absolutely amazing, right? So yeah, so we're just trying to push the boundaries in the stuff that we're doing. The next metaverse we got lined up will be another first, probably the first stock listing experience event to happen in the metaverse. So we'll keep everyone posted on that. That should be really fun and exciting as well. So yeah, there you go.
Awesome stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe it'd be a good time to talk about Lockr. So for those of you who haven't joined before, give you a little background on what Lockr is. Lockr is our mobile app for both iOS and Android. And we call it the Instagram of digital items, really. It helps you organize all the digital items that you have in a 3D space. And you carry all this stuff around with you in what we call the Lockr. So wherever you go. So you can import the NFTs you have from EPIK or from any connected wallet you have, and view all those things that you have in a 3D space we call the void. Within that, you can pan and zoom around all the items that are in your space. But like Instagram, of course, it's a social network too. So I can connect to Gary, start following what he's doing, and view the cool stuff that he has in his voids. He probably has a couple of the Prime NFTs in his. Maybe he made all the free throws and hoops, probably.
But
anyway,
I mean, it's beyond, and just to be clear, like it's beyond just EPIK. EPIK created originating NFTs. I mean, if you're
board apes, you have whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So all your community NFTs that you guys are all part of, you can all, it's everything that your wallet has, you can bring in there.
So we're just, days away from opening this up to a special EPIK Prime member beta. We're just days away. So keep your eyes open for an announcement from us on that. So how you can join. So you'll have to be an EPIK Prime Plus member. If you aren't familiar with that, how to do that, you stake EPIK. We'll provide a link for that as well. To become a member, and that qualifies you for getting the first crack at Lockr. So those people who join Lockr will get some special NFTs that we've created. I think Gary can share what those look like. Yeah, let me pull those up. I'm super excited about this. I jumped out of my seat when I saw the design of this. It's really amazing. Gary, you want to just cover what those are there? Yeah, we won't give away too much from the experience of it, but I mean, as you kind of journey through the experience within Lockr to get set up and put all your connect your wallets and bring all your items into your Lockr itself, there will be certain points along the way where you can effectively unlock like some treasure box stuff, and we put those in there just to offer our community and Lockr users some goodies. What you see here is the first packaged first few items that are available. So as you go through Lockr, some of you may stumble across our gamer key, and with that you're going to unlock a free Doja Cat DLC in one of our gaming partners, House Party, who did a wonderful crossover collaboration with Doja Cat this past year. It's amazing. You get basically, it's this game, you go in there and it's like a real world simulator, a storyline type of thing, and you can see if Doja Cat gets invited to your house party. Like, how cool is that, right? So within that, the NFT will come with access to that. We also have something going on for all you crypto lovers. If you end up with the crypto treasure box, effectively there's a rebate voucher for Binance trading, 100 USDT in value, so you can unlock that value. And the third one that we're doing on this first release is an original Stormtrooper special drop. So this NFT is going to unlock, basically whitelist you for some upcoming Stormtrooper drops that are happening with some pretty big name partners that we're doing in the metaverse space. So you'll get front of the line and something special when those come online. So hopefully you guys enjoy. We just wanted to put together some goodies there with with all the projects and partners that we work with, and kind of like translate that over to the users. Great. Yeah, one other thing I wanted to mention was about our community incentive program. So for those of you who participate in the member beta and even beyond. If you submit a bug report or a feature request, and we really like it, we're going to give you a special Prime reward just for submitting that information. So look forward to that in the next couple of days. We're really excited to get this launched.
So we're right around the corner.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. So when it comes time to the next event we'll probably spend a lot of time really
Definitely
digging deep into that, listening to any feedback questions and really helping people kind of understand the product better, or like, showcase some cool stuff or whatever materializes. But yeah, I think our next AMA will definitely be able to go in deeper with that. That'll be exciting for to share with our community here as well. So, that's about it. We wanted to keep it pretty brief. Actually, it's already been running up, covered quite a bit here. So Metaverse stuff, Hoop stuff, Lockr stuff, Primes, EPIK Prime. We always have a lot of stuff happening. As you can see, stay up to date on Twitter, and our socials are the best places. Thank you to those people who did, participate and leave us some feedback and questions that you would like to get answered. And it wouldn't be an AMA if we actually didn't address some of those questions. So why don't we pull some of these up? Amazing, by the way. some of the community members are so thoughtful in terms of like the things that they're interested in learning about within our stuff. It really shows that they just like are really on top of the industry. It's kind of like knowing kind of like how EPIK compares with other things that are out there. Some of the questions that are coming in that are very like thoughtful in terms of like our products and services. So we were very happy to see that, and very, very excited to kind of like answer anything back as much as we can. So Darren,
I'm
go with anything that you see.
I'm going to grab this one first. So the question is there a way to make it more user-friendly for non-crypto users? I can imagine some people get turned off by wallets or buying coins on exchange for membership. Definitely. Our goal since the beginning was to make this a mass market product for just mainstream users. And we recognized right from the start, back in 2018, that, people are not, there's a lot of friction there. And we've always been trying to keep that in mind as we develop stuff. So epicprime.com was the first marketplace that offered buying NFTs with non-crypto ways of purchase. So you could purchase them with a credit card. Everybody's moving in that direction now, but when it comes to membership, though, we are looking into ways to make that streamlined for the more mainstream users. Some of the challenges we have there is just making things fair for everybody. So we're still continuing to pursue that goal of making that available for the mass market. I think Lockr, really represents mainstreaming just the digital collection itself. It's a mobile app. You gather together all the things, all the digital assets you have, and we make it super simple for you to do that. So look forward to getting all your feedback on that and ways we can make it even more simple for everyone.
Yeah, imagine everything you can imagine ever needing for Web3 right there in the palm of your hands, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So there's a lot of Lockr questions here, actually. So Darren, once the Lockr app's up and running, will I be able to put my homemade NFTs up for sale?
Yeah, that's a good question. So Lockr itself is not where the marketplace is for buying and selling your NFTs. There are obviously places you can do that well. So if you have a great NFT and you've created and want to sell it, maybe you can take it over, sell it on OpenSea or wherever. But then once the person buys your NFT, they'll be able to view it in Lockr. So our goal is to collect every NFT out there and make it visible in Lockr. So if you have a really cool NFT, we'd love to see it. Please share.
Yeah, just to add on to that, you can see it on our website, right? Like EPIK focuses on premium digital merchandise, specializing like officially IP licensed stuff.
Yeah.
And it's one thing to just have an IP NFT. I mean, that's pretty prevalent nowadays as well. Where we stand apart is like I said, creating utility out of it, putting them into immersive experiences or integrate games as collaborations. I mean, you're already tapping into like a huge audience base and getting a lot more people involved and interacting with that item as well. The utility that's part of it. So there, we focus pretty much on like officially IP branded collaborated stuff. So just some distinction there for others that don't know that as much about us. Another Lockr one I just found, the project's plan. What's the project's plan after the Lockr app launches? Targets such as new list of exchanges, new partners, new investors.
Yeah,
okay, so it sounds like kind of like what's happening with EPIK after, you know, Lockr comes out right around the corner here. So yeah, it's a great question. You know, our roadmap for 2023 is pretty thick. Product wise, we're on track for half a dozen metaverse experiences, just like hoops. We have significant sports NFT and fan experiences that are coming around the corner. We have the launch of our gaming division with a partnership on a big platform. We've been hinting at that, and that's also disclosed on our roadmap for quite some time. And more game crossovers as usual. Yeah, so from product standpoint, tons of stuff coming out. Everything we do will be integrated with our technology platform, which means pretty significant adoption and user acquisition, right? Because we're tapping into game economies and user bases and just bringing them all into kind of Web3. Now, I will also say, you know, all of which is also tied to our EPIK Prime membership and utility and the Prime NFTs as well. So everything that we're doing is all going to be compounding across like member privileges, access, different experiences, and all that stuff. So in terms of like utility with the EPIK Prime membership, you know, the value is just going to keep increasing as we kind of continue to scale out more users, more products, more things that are happening, etc. I mean, the question about exchanges, sure, yeah, we actually are evaluating potential new exchange listings as well. But anybody that in the space is kind of like it's like the fight club of don't talk about listing exchanges. The first rule of, you know, crypto, don't talk about listing exchanges. I'm just joking, but yeah, no, I think there's always conversations happening. So, but we'll update as anything happens. Okay, great. I actually, speaking of partnerships and stuff, someone's asking any update on TCG World Metaverse partnership. Okay, great. Yeah. TCG World is an amazing metaverse. We're extremely excited to be partnered with them. We are constantly having discussions about when and what for a major integration in their world. There are some promising developments, but nothing we can spill the beans on just yet. When we do, though, rest assured, it's going to be amazing.
I'll take this next one, Gary. It's is EPIK working on making NFTs playable in AAA gaming platforms, or does each NFT need to be programmed specifically for the settings of each AAA game? Yeah, it does require integration, and that's kind of why that's a big deal that we have over 400 gaming clients. So each game has to work with us, and really how they implement that and use that NFT in their game is up, you know, it has to be an organic experience within the game. So it's up to them to add value to the gameplay. So that's where the integration comes in. So it's fully customized into that game. So yeah, we have a huge head start on our competition. Obviously, we have so many game partners working with us right now. So we'll see how they integrate and have some awesome experiences to share with you soon.
Yeah,
I'll take this. Go ahead, Gary, if you want.
No. I mean, if you want to take a crack at it, I think we're looking at the same one because I see something here about AR, VR stuff.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So another question up is how is EPIK going to implement AR and VR with products like Apple Vision Pro, as this will be the future? Yeah. I personally love AR. It's especially fits in well with kind of what we have in mind, especially for Lockr. If you think about it, you know, AR is really augmenting your real world with digital content, and we help you organize all of your digital content together in Lockr. So it seems like naturally a good fit for this. You're viewing your physical world and augmenting it with your digital stuff. So I'm viewing Gary, and I see his digital Nike shoes, wearing them right there. So we can have access to each other's digital content, so it can be rendered into Gary. So I think there's a lot of cool things that we can do here. Certainly with VR, I mean, that's sort of like the natural thing, where game experiences or metaverses are heading definitely that way. So we're providing the content in that world too. So there's a lot we're doing in both spaces right now.
There's a funny comparison, not funny, I mean, it was a pretty observant thing. Like different companies had such a different approach, right? Like Oculus, they're all about trying to minimize the computing aspect of their goggles, right? And just it's like this lightweight, try to be seamless peripheral that's an extension of your body part, and everything's kind of like happens behind the scenes, right? And typical Apple, there's like, no, we'll just slap an iPhone or iMac capability right there inside your goggles, right? So it's like a whole computer that's stuck to your forehead, right? So
with the best display you've ever had,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I think you said it really good, right? In terms of content in our metaverses, those are going to be available on VR platforms for sure. And as VR becomes more ubiquitous, we'll be able to bring high quality VR experiences to more people, right? So we're extremely excited about that. I mean, and nobody's, if Apple's going at it, it's going to be successful. They're just going to make that happen. And yeah, so you can think about all this cool stuff that we're doing and it's available to more people in different type of experience that's 10x what we're doing right now. So be pretty exciting. Cool. Well, actually we're getting pretty close here, Darren. We don't want to keep everyone for too long, so why don't I think cover some pretty good questions and some really good quick updates. Why don't we do some of the rewards here before we take up any more time? Yeah. Well, I mean, it's pretty straightforward, right? Let's talk about it. We have a link inside the description here. So everyone that's actually viewing this, we encourage you to click on that and sign up or sign in to your EPIK Prime account. By doing so, that earns you a participation Prime NFT, which comes with some goodies there. And of course, we are going to select randomly 9 winners amongst everyone that's participating in some way, either being present or submitting questions to us. And they're going to kind of get the special AMA Prime NFTs as well. So look out for that. We usually contact everyone by email, just so you know. So definitely keep a lookout for that over the coming days. Good luck to everyone on that.
Yeah, excellent. Love to. Thanks everybody for joining us here. So we're going to have another AMA in about 4 weeks. We'll certainly have some new products to announce by then. We'll be showcasing Lockr very likely. And well, Gary mentioned also a game with a big social network, wink, wink. So we'll do another deep dive into each of those products next time. So make sure to leave your comments, interest, feedback, whatever, in Telegram, where we're a lot of commentary there. So
cool.
We'll wrap it up there.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Take care, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks.